Hey guys, welcome back to Vibing with Andwelly. So this is like the third recording. Hopefully this will be the one. But anyways, as you can see in the description are the title bar, what this video is about. So we'll be talking about a side hustle. So if you're interested in that, then keep on watching. So welcome back, guys. So we're on the road to 300 subscribers. So again, before we start, jump into the video. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscription button. All right. So yeah, we'll be talking about side hustles. A side hustle, one side hustle. Before that, since COVID, I'm sure everyone, you know, has become somewhat annoyed by people. Like I know for me personally, I get triggered anytime someone a stranger pop up in one of my DM or my inbox because I'm just wondering what are they coming with. No, a lot of people has been trying these different side hustles and Ponzi schemes, and I've tried a few of them. Some were successful, some weren't. But yeah, and you also have those people and especially YouTube influencers who will make videos 10 steps or 10 easy side hustles that you only need a phone and you only need internet, a computer, work from home, and then they will post a video and you watch the entire video and you still don't know how to do the side hustle. Or they might say, oh, step one is to sign up here or log on to this, pay $100 for me to tell you the rest, gatekeeping and all of that. So I'm not about that, about the gatekeeping and tricking people because I have been tricked. I've watched a couple of those videos and tried it, and it didn't work out. And influencers get their bonus because I use their code and all of that, but it didn't benefit me, it just benefit them. But that's not the case. But anyways, before I start talking about it, let me just point out that I'm going to be transparent. There is like a referral program, and if you want the code, it will be on the screen. So the code is Q13J capital PN6Q, or you can just use a link in the bio. If you use a link to sign up or use my code, then if you're a parent and you if you're a parent, you'll get $20 towards the first class, right? And if you're a teacher, I will get a small bonus. So once it is that you have, signed up, you were approved, and you start doing some classes. But it's optional, you don't have, but I would appreciate the support. Anyways, so we are talking about Outschool. So it was from one of those same videos on YouTube that side hustle videos that I heard a lady talking about it. She actually mentioned two of them. The other one, I don't remember the other name, but based on the research and based on her recommendation, she was saying that Outschool is the better. It was the better option. I did some research. Outschool was a better option, so I just went with Outschool, and I have not regretted it. So Outschool is just a teaching platform where you can make classes and you can teach if you're a teacher, or if you are just a parent want some extra help for your student. You want your student to be occupied or you're homeschooling your child, then it is a place where you can find those classes, extracurricular activities, and so forth online. All right. So the first step is to apply. So the step is a bit lengthy. It will take you maybe about 1 to 3 days to complete all of the process because again you are teaching kids, and I think the platform wants to secure themselves, to avoid lawsuit and all of that. So they they require a lot of information. You must be 18, you must reside in the US. So I made some notes because, as I said before, I recorded this already and I feel like I was all over the place. I just made some jottings. So you need to reside in US, in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, England, Wales. Those were the countries listed. And, I maybe there might be other countries that you might get a chance. Not sure about the Caribbean, but you can still try. If you're in the Caribbean, you can still try. Um, so yeah. So once it is that you meet those criterias, then you can go ahead and apply. So you're going to fill out your personal details. They're going to ask you about your experiences, your qualifications, just to see, they want to see. It will be like applying for any job per se. You're gonna list fill out some boxes with some details about what it is that you're gonna teach. When I was applying for this, I didn't know. I just typed something. To be honest, I just typed something, give a description, and they have like little pointers that will help you, like what it is that the question is asking you for. Just try answer the question. Simple. Then the final thing, in the application process, or this in the first part of the application process, is to do a small teaching. So teach something. They want a 2 to 3 minute video of you just teaching something. So it doesn't have to be anything flashy. If you want to go flashy, then it's up to you. But just something basic. Hey guys, welcome to Mr. Wellington's algebra class. Today we will be talking about one-step equations. Now, what equations are just mathematical statements that two expressions are equal to each other. So add is the opposite of subtract and blah blah blah. You just do your thing. If you want to crack a little joke, a knee slapper. Want to drop a little joke or something, it's up to you. Just record. For me, I never have time for that. I had some videos on YouTube from a tutoring channel that I have, the tutoring hub. You can go ahead and subscribe to that channel as well. So I just snipped like 2 minutes out of a video and just posted that. I was approved. Yeah, they take a couple hours. They go through the information and they approve you. Once it is that you're approved, then you can move to the next step in the process, which is the ID verification. So you just need to confirm with a selfie. So you're going to upload your identification, your passport, your ID, some government ID. Then you're required. I think you must take a picture of the ID, a selfie with the ID or something like that. But they will give you the description. So it would be good if you apply on your phone, or even if you're using. I think how you started using my Chromebook, but then when it came onto the selfie part, you can like scan a barcode and do it on your phone. All right. So that was not anything difficult. Once it is that you have done the ID verification, then the third step is to do a background check. So again, you will be teaching kids from around the world, and the platform want to secure themselves. They don't want to get sued, right? So they want to ensure that you are who you say you are, that you don't have any offenses, that you're not a sex offender, that you're not involved in anything that might endanger the children, which I think is a good idea, right? So social security or identification number, put that in. They're gonna run a check that might take. I think it took about a day for it to be completed. And once it is that the background check is completed, then you will be at the fourth step, which is to fill out or make your first class and list it. Now, for this class, you are a bit limited. They're going to tell you that you must make a one-time class, right? Because one-time class is the class that has the highest review rate. It's a class that is easiest to do. So you need to teach a class first, and once it is that you have taught that class successfully, then you will be able to to do anything you want. Let me just point out that it doesn't have to be a case that you must teach something in your field. Or so for me, I have a maths degree. Well, let's say I get up one day and I say, okay, you know what, I'm good at creating flyers on Canva, or I'm good at baking, i'm good at I'm good at singing. So so, and I want to make a class for one of those, then yeah, I can go ahead and make the class. Once it is that you're knowledgeable, once that you have been approved, then you can teach anything you want. If you're good at something, go ahead and make a class, right? So yeah, so you just need to start. You just need to do that first one time class, and then the ball is in your court. You can do anything you want. So a few pointers about Outschool. So the first thing, the class options. There are two class options when you're creating a class. You can either be a one-on-one class, so like private tutoring, or just if you want to just to in a class with one student, that's an option. And the second option is group classes. So the class size will be up to 18, so you can have a maximum of 18 students in the class. And the hardest thing about this is just the first part. Creating your first class or first couple classes will be difficult. But guess what? What I did was I um, looked on the other teachers' classes. I looked at what they posted, and I took out a little stuff and created my own thing. I did it on like a Word document and saved that, so I had it for the future. So I just coined something, and guess what? We're in a age where Chat GPT is available. I remember lately I've started to just use Chat GPT. I just type in, so they're when you're filling out the thing, they're going to tell you what it is that they want you to fill in. They're gonna give you some pointers. I just copy that, put it in Chat GPT. I want a description for Algebra 1 class. Boom boom. Chat GPT gives me a listing. I take out what it is that I want and I just edit that. Makes life much easier. So you have to work smart and not hard. So the class format is going to be, there are two options. You can have live video classroom, and Outschool. The platform is kind of incorporated with Zoom. So whenever it is that you're doing a live class, it's going to bring you to Zoom, and you have access to like the breakout rooms and quite a few features, right? So you don't have to pay for any Zoom class. That is embedded in the Outschool platform. The other option is flex classes, and we know that flex class means that you would post a video, post a lesson, post content a particular day. The students would do it on their own time, and you would spend maybe an hour, half an hour to just give feedback on the work that was given. Um, that's what I want to do personally, but at the current moment, it is somewhat difficult. You have to kind of build your audience, let people know you first, and then you can maybe explore the flex classroom. That's what I've seen other people do. Like, yeah. So, yeah, there are two options, as I said. As it relates to scheduling, there are two options again. So, it can be a recurring, we call it ongoing. So, that means that, let's say that I'm going to do maths tutoring and I make it recurring. So will every week the class will just continue going, and then people can sign up and they can cancel whenever they want. So let's say that I see a class, a Algebra 1 class that is recurring. I can sign up for 4 weeks, or sign up for 5 months. And then when I decide that, okay, I don't want this class anymore, I can cancel, but the class will continue to go on and on until the teacher decides to end it. The next one is a fixed weekly. So that means that you specify the number of weeks that the class is going on for. So for me, I have like a 4 week crash course on the major topics of Algebra 1, Algebra 2, that are two classes that I offer. I also have like a 6 week class. You might have like a semester class. So you can decide how long. If you want to have a one time class, only one class. If you want to have a 2 week, a 1 month, a 1 year, it's up to you, right? So there are two different options when you're scheduling. The age group for students are from 3 to 18. Pricing, pricing. Now, Outschool will give you suggestions as it relates to like appropriate price. They have a whole lot of information. They have like blogs that talks about the different pricing, and it talks about like class size and all of that. So blogs will be there to give you an idea if you're not sure, if you're new. And again, I compare my prices based on other math teachers because I primarily do math, right? algebra 1 and algebra 2. That's the main thing that I've been teaching since I've been on there. And I compare my prices with the other teachers. So I compare and see like the price range that is common to everyone. And sometimes I try to do it a little bit cheaper because a business tactic that I've used for years is that, find the price of your competitors and try to go a little bit lower than them so that people will you become more marketable. And it always works for me. Right? So yeah. So just compare your price with others. Yeah, and just select your price. But one drawback, one thing that that one drawback from Outschool is that they take 30% of whatever you earn per student. So if it is a case, so you need to be mindful about that when it is that you're making your price as well. So remember that they take 30%. So if it's a case that you're doing a tutoring session and it's for 30 minutes, you charge $40, then just know that they're going to take $12 out of that. So instead of getting the $40 that you have stated, the parent is going to pay 40, but Outschool will take 12 and you'll get 28, right? So yeah, but the good thing about it is that if you do bigger classes, it's not really going to be that much. So let's say, for example, you have a class with 10 students and you charge $50 for an hour, right? So it's a one-time class. The class happens once weekly. You have 10 students, so Outschool would take $15 per student, and you'll get $35. So 35 times 10 is 150 is 350, sorry. So each week you will be getting 350. And let's say that you're doing it for 4 weeks, that's be time four, that's $1,400 that you'll be getting. So um yeah, I don't think you can really blame them because again, you have access to Zoom within the platform. You don't have to be paying for Zoom, and they're gonna like it's a whole platform, a platform that needs to be maintained and so forth. So I don't really I don't really have a problem with the 30%. I just try to price my classes at a range that when they take that out, I'm going to get a nice little change. So let's talk about my earnings so far. I'm close to the end of this video. So my earnings, I've taught 12 learners so far. This has been on the back burner to be, if I'm being honest. Like I was more active during the summer, but since school started in August, the time I put it on the back burner. Especially I'm teaching kids for 8 hours throughout the day, and to come home and to have a big class to be teaching another set of students and so forth, it's not you know yeah, yeah, yeah. Plus I have other things that I'm doing, I have other things to do, so my time is you know, very strapped. So it has been on the back burner. I haven't really been doing any like big classes. The main thing that I've been focusing on is private tutoring, and I do that like maybe three evenings for the week. I've never done any 1 hour class. Most of my classes are like maybe 30, 35, 40 minutes, 50 minutes the max, because the longer the time, I don't think again, I compare with other teachers, and I don't really see them doing like the 1 hour and those long classes. Plus, I think if I'm not mistaken, there was a blog which talks that we know about the attention span of students. So if it's unless it's something very important like you're teaching like a whole course or something, then the 1 hour would be ideal. But for like tutoring, my tutoring sessions will just do it for 35 minutes. And I normally charge I think about $30, and Outschool takes their 30%. I get like $21 something there. It's very cheap. Yes, I know I made it cheaper than the others, and for that I'm always getting persons. Like even though most of the slots that I have available are filled, and I still have parents message me asking me if I'm available and all of that. But I try not to take too much because again, my I have other things doing, right? But I intend to raise the price. I think I'm due a price raise. No, I just started off very cheap because I was new, and it shows on Outschool that this teacher is new. And if I'm a parent, I'm going to go for the seasoned teacher more than somebody who is new. So now that I've been on it for like what 8 9 months, I'm going to be doing some price changes and so forth, but more likely closer to the summer. So I've taught 12 learners about estimated about 21 hours in total, and that's a sum of like about $630. Yeah, a little bit of money, but again, I'm it's something that I just do when I have spare time. So I've seen teachers who left the classroom and is doing this solely, who have been making some a nice fun, because especially if you're available, like I've had several parents who were requesting different classes, but they wanted the class to be like in the middle of the day, and I can't do that because I'm at school. Because I think like maybe 3/4 of the population on the platform are those students who are homeschooled. So I didn't know that there were so many kids who they're homeschooled. That they go to school online, and then their parents now try to get like an online tutor or enroll them in similar classes so that they can get additional practice and so forth. That's what I noticed, but I have to miss some of those opportunities because I'm only available in the evenings, right? So yeah, just $630, an average of like $100 per month. There were some months when I peaked again in the summer. That's the best times. I'm making this video now in February and close March, and I would suggest that you sign up, because sign up, get a feel of the platform, create a couple boot camps. Because last year when I just joined, end of May, June, there were a whole lot of boot camps, and there were a whole lot of boot camps, a whole lot of summer classes, and some of them were all booked out. All 10, 15 spots are filled and so forth. So I think it's worth it, especially if you do the core subjects math, English, and modern language. Then you will get some students. I'm not lying to you without a doubt. And there are also some Facebook groups that you can join to promote your stuff. The platform allows you to do like coupons. If you want to give a discount or something, you can make those, you can promote. Um, and in those Facebook groups, I see a lot of parents asking, especially for like Spanish, they want Spanish tutors and so forth. So yeah, that's I think I've said a lot. Um, I was trying to make a tutorial, like a step by step with videos, but it was too time consuming. I just stopped. But guys, if you would like me to make a follow up video, if you want have any questions, for those who know me personally, you know that you can just shoot me a message, and I will be willing to help. Or you can just leave a comment in the comment section, and um, yeah, I'll make a follow up video just answering your question. But I think it's a good opportunity. So, guys, my teacher friends, and even if you're not a teacher and you're good at teaching, or you want to teach something, then I would suggest that you sign up. Again, my code is around the place. The link is in the bio. I would appreciate if you use my link or use my code. And yeah, that's it. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, just give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment, share this video with someone, and I will see you very soon with another video. I'm out.